Hi.
Welcome, everybody. Wednesday nights. Happy Wednesday. We are live at EAA, and I'm sitting in an
Oh,
area that we thought we were going to have good internet, but
have you tried
and
connecting to the internet in that red barn?
Dean Murphy
That's
here,
what I used last time.
and hang on, there's a loud plane going by. Try what? What'd you say,
Red
Steve?
barn, it puts off that red barn puts off some internet that I used to connect to that works pretty good. Have you connected to that?
Yeah, that's what I'm. Actually, they don't have that this year.
Really? Oh, that's what I was using when I was working remote there, because all the cell phone towers are pretty clogged up. But last year's show was pretty smooth. I don't know what you were using for internet then.
Yeah, it's gone. So anyway, I got the girls here. We just had dinner. The guys brought over burgers for us, and we're sitting here and waiting for the show to start. So if you guys want to stick around, if we've got enough internet, and Michelle Bigham's plane is in this row right out here, if you can see, second one, and it's the yellow one. The guy in the blue shirt is looking at another ultralight right in front of hers. So she's not around. Otherwise, I'd go grab her to come on the show and say hi. Got a couple people that are from our EAA chapter hanging out over by their planes. So we got a group of planes getting ready to fly around us here.
So easy to get back on her phone and log in.
We got the Bumblebee landing over there.
I'm trying, Steve.
Sorry, no intro tonight. I wanted to get over to the Red Barn to make an intro, but this morning we had really bad rainstorms, thunderstorms this morning, and then I took my medications for my life right now, my foot and everything, and they seemed to put me back to sleep in the morning. So, and it was really hot. So, and we just stayed in the house until, or in the camper till the rain was done, and then we went and out. Oh, Steve, guess who I met?
Who's that?
Jordan Honeyman. Woo!
Oh yeah. Is he as beautiful as in person as he is online?
He's tall,
Ooh.
very tall. Yep. And
I
I
like it.
met Kyle O.
Was
He
that the first
actually
time you
came
met
in the
Kyle O?
camper. Yeah, not
Did you show
anymore.
him your foot?
Oh yeah, he was. I was taking a nap in the camper and he busted in, and so he had a nice chat with me on the bed. And there's a picture on Facebook that says Kyle and I, something about Kyle and I were chatting or whatever. I Kyle, and Eric had posted, why is he in my bed? But very nice guy. We had a nice chat about my crash. So
Yeah, he likes breaking into people's places. He broke into my camper at Salton Sea, 6 in the morning.
I was
Just like threw me like eggs and breakfast sausage and was like, "Cook for me. I'm going flying."
I was hoping he was going to be able to stick around for tonight's show, but he said he had to get back on the road and get back to work Friday.
And I saw Josh Perry got a flight in there.
Yep, Josh did, and he's working with our buddy Dan. Um, that actually he's just working. He's just working with me. He's not. 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 He just down at the South 40, hanging out down there. So I'm going to pass off my computer. Hang on. I'm going to read some of the chats here quick. So I'm just going to say hi to Bill H. and Scuba, Chuck Dodge. Yep, Chuck says Steve thinks he's hot. And Copay J, welcome. Kramer. Susan, One Wheel Grandma is on here. John Wayne. Linda, hi girl. Jeremy. D. Bart West. Mad Sloper. Brian Franz. Who else is in here? The other Nick. Hey dude. Shane Wyman. James Belleville. Don't forget to check out jbppg.com if you are interested in getting any personalized items, such as vinyls for your like logos or anything like that. Or Wendy will show you what he made for. Sorry, we got bad internet tonight, but if you stick around, maybe it'll ease up a little because people start leaving here a little bit before the
Roro Raggy.
show.
Maybe I'll just be like stare at me staring at my computer screen type of evening. She'll be back intermittently.
Are you live yet?
And then Moral, does device not?
Oh man. Don't leave me, Jade. I can't do this by myself. You can give me anxiety. And you're muted.
Yeah, I
There
know.
you go.
I'll turn it over. I'll pass my computer over to some of the girls and they can talk about what they like best so far about EAA, okay? Okay, give me 1 second. Nadine or Luis or Wendy? I don't know who you are.
Nadine.
Hi, this is Nadine Murphy. What's up, hot buttered Steve?
Did you get your flight there yet out of the ultralight
All the way
field?
Did I get my what?
Did you fly out of the ultralight field while you've been there?
Say it again.
Did you fly there?
Say it again. Oh no, all our stuff is packed up. We're just watching. No stress. Maybe another time.
Is this your first time?
We're having a good time. My third time, but I haven't been in about 20 years.
Oh,
been a long time. Yeah, we're checking out all the home builds, and today we went to the military section, so taking a look at the warbirds. I love the P-51s. All right, I'm gonna pass this along. Here, I'll go. Bye, Steve.
Doodles.
Hey
Oh
there.
Lord, I am getting up and taking
Lordy,
a break.
Lordy. Can't say Lordy, Lordy, looks who's 40 because you got to say I'm 50 now.
Man.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Did you take a flight out of there?
I did. And I tried everything in my power to not have FAA know my name. But I did take some finger skin off of my middle finger, and I took a double wrap of my lines on my right line holder, went around my line holder and around my light, and I was going to the right, and I almost took out the speaker stand, scared everybody. They dropped to the ground. Everybody on the field even dropped to the ground. I was the last person up. I was on a hold pattern because another plane was coming in. And so I sat there kind of extra long. But yeah, when I got up off the field, I immediately started going right, which was going to put me over here to the red barn, and it was everything I could do to stay to the left and stay in pattern. That was my main focus.
Mhm.
So I got up over the tree line, and I saw that I had taken a wrap, so I dropped my right brake, put both hands on my left brake, and took my left brake all the way to my hip. You'll see on my live, I was live the whole time. The only thing that you know when I was crossed my right hand over to my left hand to pull on the left brake, you'll know because all you see is red or pink over my camera because it's my arm across my chest pulling on my brake. But I got like halfway through the pattern, I flicked off the first set of line, and basically from my arch of my finger all the way to my nail, it skinned it, flipped it back. But it's healing good. It doesn't even hurt. It's just more of a pain. I just don't want to get it infected.
So the lines cut you as you were trying to like monkey with it?
It was tight. It was taut. So I had to pluck it. And when I went to pluck it, I got my finger up on the line and went down the line to try and get a hold of it to pluck it. And it got caught in there. And then I was caught to where I was thinking, I got to get my finger out of here. I can't do this. So I let go of my left brake enough to let loose to going to the right so it would relieve some pressure on the line. And at the same exact time I did that, I pulled my hand out really fast and as hard as I could pluck the line. And it plucked it. But then I realized it was wrapped around my light still one more time. So I had to just continue flying it, staying left. I did go over a couple campers that you're not supposed to go over, but I tried to stay in the field as much as I could. And then when I got down, I was just apologizing to everybody. But I was about 3/4 of the way around the loop when I got the second wrap undone, and then I flew in fine and landed just fine.
What lines were wrapped on you?
It was my brake line that had wrapped around my hook, my line hook, and my light. But we fixed it. We made some changes. Eric did all of that for me today. So unfortunately, I don't have a way of taxiing it to test it and feel good about that before I'm going up. But I'm going to go up tomorrow morning, give it a test.
So you said you had this on Facebook Live?
Yes, I was Facebook Live the 24th. It was a morning flight about 7 a.m. I have the entire video on my GoPro 360. I can zoom in, I can watch all of it. And I would say the best part of having a GoPro 360 on you when this stuff happens is going back and being able to zoom in and you even just evaluate how you handle it. And I was very calm and collected. So I was really, really happy about that. I was just focused. So, okay, we got Jade over here again, and she's got another person for you to say hi to.
All right, thank you, Wendy. All right, I've got a gentleman here that says he's a pilot, and I'm going to ask him, where are you at?
Back here.
All right, so who are you?
I'm
Tom Scully, where are you from?
I fly out of Mesquite, Wisconsin.
Oh, so
about an hour and a half away from here.
So I'm from Tomahawk.
Okay.
So we're
a little north of it.
Yeah, a little north. So what do you fly?
Fly a Challenger with a 582 and floats.
Okay. Oh, so are there still some planes down there?
No, it's right down here.
Oh, okay. All right. How long have you been flying?
Flying this plane 18 years.
Okay.
Flying, I had a Beach Musketeer for about 10 years.
Okay.
And I couldn't pass the medical anymore, so I had to build my own in order to keep flying.
Okay. All right. So how many years have you been coming to EAA?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I've flown in here about 4 times.
4 times? And what do you think about flying in here? Is it stressful?
It is. You definitely have to have your eyes open.
Yeah, I bet.
You're flying in at 300 feet above the ground, and there's other airplanes at 500 feet above the ground, and it's always confusing as to which way you're going to land. You have to call a half hour ahead of time, and they tell you which runway or which direction to land on the grass strip.
Now, is it true that once you get in this area that they don't want you talking? They just tell
You
you?
can't say anything.
Can't say anything.
But the problem is that they switch the runway on you without notifying you.
Oh, geez.
They have an ATIS for just this runway. I couldn't get it to work. I could get the ATIS to work for the major runways.
Oh,
So I knew they were all landing north to south.
yeah.
And that's what I tried to land here. And then all of a sudden the planes are coming right at me. They
Oh,
had switched it, so I had to come around and go the other way.
okay. And how low were you when you figured that out?
About 200 feet.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
So, well, thank you very much, sir.
you bet.
Bring your buddies over here and tell them they got to come over.
One right behind
All
you
right.
there.
Well, hello there.
I don't
Are
know
you-
if you want to.
I want to talk to you.
Oh God,
So, who the heck are you?
Jim Schroeder from Lamar's, Iowa.
Iowa?
All
Okay.
the way across on the other side of the state.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you fly?
I built a couple planes, a Challenger, 2 Clipwing, and a Sonix 3300.
Oh, Sonics, huh? Do you still have that?
Yes.
My husband's dream plane right now.
It's a sweet aircraft.
Yeah. So, how long have you been flying?
Oh my. I started, my uncle gave me a gift when I graduated from high school, and that was in 1958 to solo out
Okay.
as a student. I finally got back into flying in the late 90s and got my pilot certificate in 2000, something like that.
Yeah.
So I've been flying after I finished the Challenger in 2002. I've been flying pretty regularly since then.
Okay. So, how was your flight coming in here?
I did not fly.
Oh, you didn't?
I got very lucky the first time I came to Oshkosh in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
I was unaware that they had this kind of attendance.
Yeah.
So I, at the last minute, called some places and they said, well, you can pick up a key at Fond du Lac and behind the board at the airport. Well, when I got to Fond du Lac, everything was closed.
Oh.
So I drove on up here to Oshkosh at about 9:30 at night, and I was hungry, so I went into a Piggly Wiggly store, and they had a newspaper there that I lifted, or I paid for,
Yeah.
Lifted.
and they had a little ad in the back. Have you ever been to Oshkosh? You need a place to stay. So I called this number, and they were tremendous people. I stayed with them for 4 or 5 years. The first time I stayed, they gave me directions how to get across the city. I walked in, he stuck a beer in my hand, and we went out to the backyard and grilled steaks. And I thought, Oshkosh is heaven.
Definitely to get a new home for 4 or 5 years straight.
Right.
So then, after staying with them for 4 or 5 years, unfortunately the couple divorced, but the missus had an apartment in town.
Yeah.
So she hosted myself and some friends for a couple of years. Then she moved out of Oshkosh area,
Okay.
but she insisted that her friend take me in. So for the past dozen or so years, I've been staying with her friend, which is about 5 miles from here.
Okay.
They have a beautiful little place on the lake.
Oh,
So that's why I don't fly in.
Yeah.
Because I have this gorgeous place
nice.
and great people to stay with.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you don't get wet when it storms like it did today.
There you go. Yep.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, sir.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And recover. Good luck in your recovery.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. If you got any more friends, send them my way, okay? All right. Well,
I got Wendy's page pulled up if you want me to play those.
you get what?
Wendy's page pulled up if you want me to play those.
Sure. Let's do it.
So let's see how bad time Wendy had.
Sorry, we can't get Deweese on. Wendy's phone died. Deweese's phone died. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just going to wander around and see if we got any more pilots. All right, you play it. I'll mute.
Okay, here's Wendy Weaver. Yeah, that was a little fun. And I'll try to find new. So she has it live from when she was flying. I'll try to pull that up here. Wendy, you post to Facebook as much as I do. Good night. Okay. Let's see. Here's her live feed.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah. Woo! Oh man, I would have been pooping myself. Man, that's some sketch. All right. See what kind of trouble she gets into.
All right, Steve, I've got another person we can chat with when you're done.
Okay. Pause it. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go. He's got to go quick. So, what's your name?
Hey, I'm Riley Nash. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I have about 4.5 hours on my way to my private. First time at Oshkosh. It's a lot of fun. So I started taking lessons just towards the end of the summer at a tiny little uncontrolled airport near where I live.
What are you looking to get out of this? Are you looking to get into commercial
I consider that an option,
or
but
flying
really
family around?
I just want to fly family around and learn how to do it for fun. And if it takes me to commercial, then we'll see where it goes.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay,
Going to be
awesome.
a junior at Purdue.
Purdue. Oh, and what are you going to school for?
I'm going to school for aerospace engineering.
Good for you. Well, it was very nice to meet you, and I'll let you get back to your family.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't
Yep.
talk more.
No, that's all right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Got any more videos? I know Wendy does a lot of lives. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think I got through the majority of Wendy's. I think we'd only be able to see her like cross her hands here and there.
Right.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see in her 360 to see what exactly was going on.
But
yeah, that was freaky. Were you up in the stands when
I was not.
Oh.
Hang on one second.
Well, this is awkward. Bam, chicka, damn, chicka, bam, chicka, damn. You talking crap about me?
Okay, I've got another pilot. All right. So who are you?
I'm Daryl Sanders.
Daryl Sanders. Where are you from?
Camp Douglas, Wisconsin.
Camp Douglas. Okay, I'm from Tomahawk. So welcome. How many years have you been coming here?
Since the beginning.
Really? Awesome. This is only my second year, and it's amazing.
Okay.
So what do you fly?
A Piper Tri-Pacer.
Okay. How many years have you been flying that?
I bought that in 1990, so I'm 33 years.
Okay. And did you fly here in it?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Have you flown in here in the
Nope,
past
I
ever?
haven't. Nope.
Never? Okay. I was just wondering if it was stressful or not, because I would think it would be kind of stressful.
Too close to drive. I camp.
Yeah. Oh,
Drive and
okay.
camp.
So you just camp? Well, thank you for sharing your information.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Let's see
Most
if I can.
people fly, if they fly their plane in, they do it before the event, don't they?
I think so. And then some during and everything. So I think there's so many people in here getting ready to get ready for the air show. Remember that from last year?
Oh yeah.
Excuse me.
Is that tonight?
So we got Susan Ray here. I'm going to see if I can get her on. Susan Ray, may I interrupt you? Look who's here.
Hi.
The audience. The audience.
Did you fly
So
there
what-
yet, Susan?
I did.
She
What'd
did.
you think?
I give it 10 out of 10. It just
Wait,
really
I think I saw a picture of you doing it.
when they turn your paddle red on you when you're running and going full power, and then they flip that paddle because there's a PPC coming.
Oh.
I didn't like that.
Who was who was out with the paddles? Do I know them?
Oh, I mean,
Oh, that was Alexis. And,
well, but then they've got Civil Air Patrol, you know, and everyone's coordinating. There was just whatever happened. I had this awesome inflation. I was so surprised because after watching people blow launches and then watching my husband with the crosswind have to recover, I thought there's no way I'm going to make this one. And then I had this perfect inflation and I go full power and they're scrambling over there to stop me. So that was fun. So I delayed, but Whitney helped me lay out again. Whitney saved the day.
Yep, we're camping right next to Whitney.
And usually I don't let anyone touch my wing, but I trust Whitney. So
Yep.
Yeah, I remember last year, like people were telling us, okay, you can go get set up on the field. And so then I got set up on the field and I'm extremely meticulous, like with my lines and everything. And I'm all ready to go. I'm nervous. And then one of the folks out were like, nope, you can't set up yet. We still got planes landing. You got to move. Like I was next to the fence and they're like, nope, ball it all up, put it back. I was like, no.
this is why I just did the morning, the evening window. Last night was a little too windy for my taste. And the morning window is just so much better.
Yeah,
Plus, you got more time to fly.
Exactly, that too. I
Yeah.
can go make more pattern mistakes and screw things up if I have more time.
Yeah, they all told me on the
Weezy would
pattern,
just keep
they're
kicking
like,
her out.
Yeah.
just
Not gonna
follow
let her log
people. And it's
in.
like, well, that doesn't help if you're the first one up. So I ended up flying way too high of an altitude. So they're all texting me and so
Yeah.
your first instinct is to fly high.
So this was the fun thing is I had, you know, you've got a 37-page NOTAM that you're required to have available. The pilot has to have it available in flight. So I had it pulled up on my phone so that then I could, you know, get a picture from my GoPro of having the NOTAM pulled up.
Thank you.
So I was reviewing the, you know, the NOTAM PDF in flight.
There you go.
So I had,
That's
I had to get that
responsible. You got to
that
do that.
photo. I mean, it's a requirement. You have to have it available. So I did that.
How many laps did you do? Did you do a short pattern or a long pattern?
So we were being encouraged to do the short pattern, and I take Justin Fox seriously and take him at his word. So he didn't flat out tell people not to fly the long pattern. He was encouraging people to fly the short pattern, but everyone was flying the long pattern. So I should have just flown the long. It would have been a lot easier for us to be merging with the PPCs because the merge point with the PPCs, cause more problems with altitudes and speeds.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's letting this lady eat over there. What's going on? No.
Not anymore. I'm looking for.
She needs a drink. Someone get this woman a drink.
I'm looking for
Yeah.
ultralight.
Was there a lot of PPCs when
Yeah,
you were
but-
flying?
I got.
I could share
Pardon?
something. I could share something.
Were there a lot of PPCs when you were flying?
Like 4 or 5.
It was James
Oh.
Belleville, right?
I was gonna say those make me nervous with their prop wash. And
Yeah,
then you
James
have to be
Belleville.
within the certain pattern.
Oh, I know. That's why they're faster than me, so I have to let them go ahead of me. But then I don't want to be in their prop wash, so then I'd have to be adjusting altitudes as well as merging.
I was just going to share something. So if anybody ever wants to see what James Belleville makes, he made this mug on the site. You pick your 3 pictures and he personally will make it whatever you want it to be. So it says live life to the fullest. And it's got me foot launch. It's got me my cartoon and my trach. So he did that right on site at the Tomahawk Airport fly-in, and he's going to try and make it to Jersey Shore.
What's in the can?
Dun, dun, dun. White birch beer from Pennsylvania. You can't find it anywhere else.
You didn't get the special edition Kolsch with the Warbird on it?
No.
They have a special edition beer every year.
Oh, I don't drink beer.
Oh,
I mean, this is birch beer, so it tastes like root beer.
that's yummy.
So I thought Spotted Cow. Have you guys had the Wisconsin Spotted Cow beer? Like that's supposed to be the beer you got to buy is Spotted Cow. It's really good. Next time you
There's
go to a
much
store,
better. There's better
go
beer
get
than
a
that.
case of Spotted Cow. That's pretty decent.
So
It's
did
made
I
from
hear
real
right
cow.
that Angie got up in the air for paragliding? Did she paraglide yet?
Angie, no. I almost sent her off a bunny hill if the conditions were going to be the same, and then they went really strong and reversible, and she didn't have quite enough experience for that yet. So I was like, nah, I got to get you going on that quick. But now she's getting reverse kiting. So.
We're about to see a plane.
Feel the rumble.
Yeah, sorry. That's what happens as soon as I hear that.
That was my stomach.
Oh, somebody in here had the bubble stomach tonight and wasn't flying. Oh, was it Copay J? Someone had the.
Yeah.
Mad Sloper said, wow, birch beer. He must have had it before.
So someone's asking, no camping left at Aurora Fly-In. No, there's no more camping. There's a wait list. If you go to aurorappg.org, click on the 2023 fly-in page, there is a link to pilot registration, pre-registration, and there's a link to the camping wait list. Camping wait list is probably at least 10 deep, and I actually don't expect any movement on it at the moment, but I'd encourage people to fill it out anyway.
And we still have space at our house for a good, I would say 20 people or so can have tents at our house.
So if you've got tent or small trailers
can come
but nothing too big, Wendy could probably squeeze you in. So then we'll close off pre-registration on August 1st. So what day is that? Monday or Tuesday?
I think this
the
ends,
1st. Today's the 26th.
I don't know. I've lost track. We've been gone
go
from home
to the
too long.
35th. So we'll close off pre-registration for pilots August 1st. That doesn't mean we still won't be happy to see everyone come out and fly. We'll have on-site registration available day of. It's just pre-registration really helps us with planning how many porta potties and getting those resources in place. That's really all the pre-registration is for aiding, is getting us.
And shirts. Being able to get the right size shirts.
Shirts closed
okay.
the 15th because we had to order the pre-order shirt. So if anyone wants a fly-in shirt that's either not going to the fly-in or missed pre-sale on shirts, if you go to the merchandise page on the website and click on anything and go to the t-shirt pages, the shirt is out there for people to order on their own, and they'll deliver it to your house. So if you're someplace exotic like, Washington or Oregon or something, and
Yeah.
you want a shirt, you can still get one delivered. You just can't pick it up at the fly-in. So yeah,
Here she comes flying like
that's how that's working.
she's got a 6-wheeler going on here, so she's flying
Speaking
around
of Jade,
like a crazy woman.
All right, I got a couple more guys to come in that
Yay.
are pilots.
It's good to see everybody.
All right, I got a couple ultralight people that are coming in, and one of them that you guys probably have met in the past. So I'm waiting for that person to come in. I blew that, but she should be coming by soon. I really want to get away from these kids that are screaming, but
Yeah. You go tell them to shut the front door.
I know. It's like, Mom, well, I'm sitting by that little toy airplane. It's my fault. So I talked to a guy on the way to talk to ultralights, and he had a NASA shirt on, and he said he was going to get a drink, and then he said he would come back with a female pilot also. I don't know if they're going to school for NASA or what. So Wheezy's trying to still log in. I sent her over to the charging station over in the corner. Come on, Michelle. Oh, I just gave it away. All right. Any questions in the chat? I'm sorry I haven't been.
Ooh, there's Wheezy.
I've been running around trying to get people. I hope you were able to hear them. Wheezy's here, kind of. There she is.
I'm here. I made it.
Wheezy, tell us what's the best part of with you in the show. Oh, she's locked up too. She's kind of
Yeah,
here.
really good connection earlier.
There you go. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Hey, Jade.
I'm gonna see how far I can go out with the red barn. It shouldn't matter. And I'll go out to the ultralights.
Jade.
Yeah.
Josh Perry wants to know why you ran away from him.
Because I was trying to get out of the ultralight field.
Man,
He said I didn't know him.
He's calling you every name in the book.
No. It's because I'm scared with my foot and I don't want people to run into it. Okay, let's see if any of you know this plane. Hang on, right here. Does this plane look familiar? Look familiar to anybody? Does that plane look familiar? Familiar? No? Okay. See if I can find her. She's sitting there.
Hey, they don't allow electric vehicles on the property there. You gotta obey the rules.
I'm all right. I can. I found
She's
you.
special.
Oh, now you're super smooth, Wheezy.
All right.
Huh?
You're super smooth now.
Look who I've got.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Steve.
I bet there's some people in the chat that might know her. This is Michelle.
Hey guys.
I just showed your plane.
Oh,
So
Sadie.
Sadie, yep. So where are you living now?
I'm in Tennessee.
You're in Tennessee now.
Yep. TN Tango November 45, 600-foot grass strip. So if you ever want to come fly your paramotors, come on.
Oh,
Nice.
Or if you have a plane that'll land there.
Nice. So what have you guys been doing? You've been on quite an adventure.
Yes. So Mike, my boyfriend, and I, his plane is right there. Just Aircraft Super Stole.
What did he name it? Does he have a name for
He
it?
doesn't have a name
he's a guy.
for it. I know. I named it, but
What'd you
he
name
doesn't
it?
like the name I gave it.
What'd you name
I
him?
probably should not say this on the. He's looking at me, like kind of seriously. Call it
Now I
baby
wanna know.
because it was a baby.
Oh,
Because we built it from like the frame
Yes,
up, right?
I remember that.
That's right. So he doesn't like that name.
That's all right.
But anyway, but we flew from Tennessee to Indianapolis, and we watched a Dave Matthews concert and spent the night on a grass strip, and walked to the venue 2 nights in a row. Then flew all the way out to Idaho, and did the Idaho backcountry in our airplanes, and then went from Idaho back to Oshkosh, spending a week here, and then we'll go back to Tennessee. Do 30 days, a 30-day trip.
Wow. Okay, I got to ask you. Last year, you guys left here and you landed on a sandbar in
Yes,
Wisconsin
the
River.
Wisconsin River. We're gonna do that again.
So was that like right off the highway, off of 94? Because
don't
there's
know.
sandbars there.
Well, I mean, there are a lot in the river, in the Wisconsin River. And the water's super low right now.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that was cool.
yeah,
I
it's
remember
very
that.
cool. And we flew to like an ice cream creamery or whatever that's close by, and landed on the grass there, and then we got ice cream. So that
What
was,
did the ice cream people think of you?
well, I guess other people have done it. So they
Oh.
weren't shocked, and they like have sunflowers there and whatnot. They grow
Oh.
sunflowers. So
Cool.
yeah, it was cool.
It was pretty right there. Did you get
She
pictures?
did. I did.
Oh.
Got some sunflowers and put them next to her. She had a glamour shot.
All right, your neighbors. I met your
Yeah.
neighbors, and they're from Idaho.
We flew out with them from Idaho back to here. And Joe's got a kit fox on floats. And so he landed in a couple of lakes on the way. And then we had another guy that's in kit fox, and then us. So it was fun. We had a blast. We flew literally 50 to 100 feet above the ground over pretty much.
Uh-oh. They froze.
Freeze frame.
Well, I got to tell you, this place is amazing. I've never seen so many airplanes in one place in my life. There are so many
Yeah.
different kinds of aircraft here. It's amazing.
Did you bring up your trike?
No, it's at Eric's. I left it at Eric's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is awesome.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Oshkosh?
Yeah, I flew there last year.
Did you?
Yeah, we did a live show together.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
right. It's
Not
pretty
as
cool.
fun this year, though, I bet.
So who
No.
in the audience has been here? Who in our chatters have been to Oshkosh? Somebody say who's been here. How many airplanes are there? Oh gosh, there's got to be 10,000. 10,000 aircraft here.
It's
Airplanes. I don't know about with paramotors and helicopters and all the other types of aircraft that are here. I don't know. So 10,000 airplanes. So say something, Steve. Speak. You been
Well,
flying?
So I finally took my first flight at my new home this weekend. I have access to a untowered airport, and my particular town is awesome because it's a dairy town. So I'm in a valley, but it's plenty of open fields, so I don't have to worry about trees, power lines. I got outs all over the place. My biggest fear if I go land, if I have an engine out, is am I going to land in a cow patty? Like, that's pretty much it. So, and then this weekend, so I've been able to meet quite a lot of locals, but I'm going to go try out the beaches probably this weekend. So I've got a couple different options, but there's one place where it's just a massive, massive sort of beachhead where ATVs drive and all sorts of stuff. So you get tons of room to play in and stuff. And then there's another place that you don't fly motors there, but it's like a 250-foot tall, like sand dune cape. And that's where you do your ridge soaring if you want to jump off that with your paraglider. But I need to get my free flight harness in before I really start messing around with that, because I just have a fall rester harness.
Yeah.
And you can't weight shift at all. So when you really want to turn
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to cut it all. Like that weight shift's pretty important.
I see in here, Scuba said, that Kylo, he did show up. Yeah, so that was a really nice surprise to see him. He said that Josh was with him, but we never did see Josh Perry.
Jade saw Josh Perry because he just texted me saying that she ran away from him. And then Josh Perry just texted me back and he's like, she brushed that off real quick. Let's move on. He's pissed at you, Jade.
I did not. You tell Josh Perry to get down here then. I did not run away from him. Okay, I've got a gentleman here that flew in from Idaho. I'm going to turn so I don't want to run your toes over.
We got lots of.
Okay, I'm going to turn so you can see his plane. Guys wanted to see some ultralights. Where are we?
Well, ELSA.
There we go. Okay, so where are you from?
Nampa, Idaho.
Idaho.
Yep.
How long did it take you to get here?
We ended up doing it in 23 hours this time.
Wow. So you and the guy that's flying that plane.
Joe over there, and then Mike and Michelle as well.
Yep.
Nope, he's still not over here.
Yeah, I know Michelle.
He's still trying to find food.
Okay. So how long have you been flying?
I got my private pilot back in 2000.
Okay.
So quite a while ago.
Okay.
And then I kind of was out of it for a while. Around 04, 05, I became diabetic and kind of threw a whole wrench in everything. So I just let my medical go, and then kind of got hooked on it again in 2017, flying these Kit Foxes. And then they finally made it legal to fly again, and I was able to do that and get my basic med and everything, and my class 3 on occasion.
So how do you like the Kit Fox?
I love this plane.
Okay, I saw your plane go out the other day, and I saw the little bomb down there and with the hinges.
Little cargo pod.
Oh, okay. We were wondering if you threw candy out or whatever.
No,
just a little luggage thing.
Nope, it's empty otherwise. Yeah, when I'm going around here, it's empty.
Oh, okay.
One of my friends is going to be flying back with me, so that's the only reason I brought it out this year, because I didn't need the extra space this time. Girlfriend.
Show us the tires.
Show you the tires.
Okay.
Aero Classics.
That's how I found Paramotors, is because I followed a Kit Fox flyer. I think it was Trent Palmer. I think it's a Kit Fox that he flies, yeah.
Yep. One of the Model 5s that basically is as new as the Model 7.
Followed him for a while, and that's what led me to Paramotors.
We have a comment here that say your glasses match your shirt.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
I love these flying eyes. They're like the best sunglasses ever underneath the headset. They're so thin and like super flexible. You don't have to worry about.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. They also have the right to bear arms.
Just a little can line.
Look at his coon eyes.
If you can't tell, I do not have a visor on the top of that when I'm flying. So I get no shortage of sun. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I need to track one of them down here for sure.
So I saw that they have a tinting booth in one of the hangar or the booths. So I was wondering what that was like.
Yeah, make a drastic difference. I know Joe has it in his airplane, the visor that slides. Because I'm having issues with my iPad overheating as well, because I use that for my ADS-B in and out.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm still learning, so I just went through the Sport Pilot, so.
It's lots of fun. I love this plane. Made a big difference this year. Like right before I came here, when I put the cargo pod on, I was having issues with my stall speed going from my normal 38 to 42 all the way up to 50 miles an hour. And I ended up finishing taping off the gap seal back there on the elevator.
Okay.
And doing that and adding the VGs on my tail dropped me 12 miles an hour on my stall speed. So back down to 38. So that was a very nice difference. But my tail's flying almost 10 miles an hour faster now too. So it's very different in ground effect.
Wow.
Goofy little things
so
like that.
So what year is this plane?
It's a 2018, but it's an older kit. The guy started it in 2008, and I bought it from him just out of the fly off at like 47 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you get a good deal on it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Good.
Yeah, I lucked out.
Good.
I could have probably turned around and sold it for a lot more than I got.
Was it in Idaho?
No, it was, I can't remember where, somewhere on the East Coast is where I had a friend go pick it up because I couldn't get the time off work.
Oh, okay.
But before
Did he fly it back, or?
Yeah, he flew it back for me. I didn't. I basically bought it sight unseen and really lucked out on that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
For this one, I had one of the older Model 4 kit boxes that I flew that was Model 3 fuselage. So there's just the crazy differences between each one that I didn't know anything about up until that point. So it's very interesting to see. In this one, it's a whole different airplane in comparison to those. And that extra 200 pounds makes a drastic difference.
So do you store it at a airport?
Yeah,
Or?
in Caldwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your own hangar then?
Yeah.
You didn't have a problem finding one? Because it
No,
always seems like
I
there's a shortage.
lucked out, and I had the hangar already with my older one, and
Oh, okay.
I managed to like get that hangar probably 3 weeks before I picked that airplane up. So,
Oh, wow.
yep,
Trying to just look to see if there's
I lucked out like crazy.
any questions for him at all. They're liking your tan line. That's and your sunglasses.
Oh yeah, man, I feel like I'm getting cooked this year,
Oh.
and it's 10 times stickier than it's ever been in the past.
It
I'm
is.
not used to the humidity
Yeah,
being
it
from
is
out
hot,
west.
hot here,
Yeah.
and it's like
What kind of flying do you enjoy doing with that? Do you like doing stall competitions, or do you like doing like, hey, I'm gonna land in a field somewhere and
Little bit of everything. I've never done the STOL competitions. I would like to do that. I know every time I go fly, I'm always working at trying to hit my mark and spot landings and things like that, because it is very important at a lot of the strips we go to, especially out in the Owyhees in the wintertime. It's kind of like the playground area because the snow melts off quick if they do get any. It's not too bad out there. So yeah, there's a lot of off airport options out there. Normally once summer starts up and you're going up into the mountains and trees, most of that stuff is all airports, even though they are some very challenging ones like Deadwood there in Idaho and some of the other backcountry strips up around Johnson Creek and everything. It's a lot
Shane wants to know what engine is in the Kit Fox.
This one's got the 912 ULS, so it's the 100 horse carbureted, and haven't done any upgrades or anything to it. I have a constant speed prop on it, which is what, or not constant speed, the fixed pitch prop. I'm wanting to get a constant speed, but I'm researching that here this week. That was my big mission coming up here. I was like, all right, which one am I getting? Because talking to some of these other guys with some of the E-props and different things, there were some options that I didn't even know existed for the constant speed. So,
And what's the cruise speed on it?
I do pretty good. About 108 is what I true out at. So I move right along. Flying with my friend with his floats, I've had to have it pulled back a significant amount this year because he can only do about 96 pretty consistently. So I'm running a lot less, and he's burning more fuel, and I'm burning less fuel. So it's working out a lot better for me this year, especially with the prices like they are.
So does he live on a lake then, I take it then? Or?
Nope.
No?
Nope, he keeps it at Nampa.
Okay. All right. Any other questions in there?
Yeah, Brian wants to know if it's an S7 or an earlier model.
It is the Model 7, yep. But like I said, it is one of the older ones because it has two different manual trims, or it's got two different trims on the tail. It's got the manual trim, and then it also has the horizontal that moves, which is one of the newer styles that they had come out with after they had built it and decided to add it on.
Yeah.
That's a little different than most.
I'm learning.
Some dude named Hot Buttered Steve is asking, is he single?
No, I'm not.
That's me.
Baby, I found out.
About a month and a week ago.
Oh,
yep.
Congrats.
That's why I'm here by myself. She's missing out, and it's driving her insane because I'm telling her of all the great parts she's missing and not how miserably hot and sticky everything is. So.
Hot Butter Steve asks all the good-looking guys that.
Yeah, it happens. May's into the tan lines. Maybe that's it.
I'm like the male cheerleader of like paramotors. Like, you got a confidence problem? I'm going to tell you that you're pretty.
One way or another.
Now he's blushing and ready to punch the screen. Stop.
Ready to get ready for the fireworks show because I think it's about like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
5 minutes away.
Yeah, I'm thinking they'll be starting.
I gotta go
soon.
start.
5 minutes away with that kind of daylight? What?
You go over there?
Yeah, I think I might be trying to get by the Albatross over there because it was pretty close. There's a Howard 500 and an Albatross over there.
I know we could feel the heat last year.
Oh yeah. But even from that run they did earlier with the A10
Yep.
Warthogs, man, you can feel the heat coming off
Wow.
that. Definitely been warm. So.
Well, awesome. It's been nice
Yep.
meeting you, and safe
Yeah, you
travels
too.
back. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
Thank
fun.
you so much.
Yep. Good seeing you
If I
guys.
see you next year, I'll say hi.
Oh, for sure.
because-
We're always
If we don't see you on there, we'll see you in there.
hell and everything.
Yeah.
So
Good.
sounds
Okay,
good.
Thank you. All right. So he hangs out with Michelle Bigham. So he'll be back here next year. So I'm gonna go over by these guys and see if they're willing to talk to me.
Angie, one of the chatters is asking for you.
Where's
Chris
Angie? Hi there.
They're just like, where's Angie?
So is this your plane? It is. May I interview you, the both of you, for
right
my
back.
live YouTube show? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Live YouTube.
Yep. So we do a show called Just Wanna Fly.
Just want to fly.
And most of us are paramotor people, but we've interviewed astronauts, wingsuit flyers. I just interviewed the gentleman over there. And let's see what you fly. What is that?
That's a weed hopper.
A weed hopper.
This is the 45th anniversary.
A weed hopper.
Weed hopper. So
I learned how to fly on a weed hopper.
Bad knees too.
Right? Oh yeah.
That's the first plane I flied was a weed hopper.
Really?
Yes.
So we got, my friend Deweese is up there, and she's saying her first plane she flew was a weed hopper.
Oh, I see you.
Yep. First plane I flew was a weed hopper.
Can you log this?
Cool. Where'd you fly that at? Where was that
in
at?
Mississippi. In Mississippi. Yep, about
That's where the
25 years
factory
ago.
was.
That was about 25 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Midland, Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
This is my wife, Jean.
Hi. Do you fly out?
I do.
You do. Awesome.
My wife's a pilot. She has a private pilot's license. I'm a sport pilot.
Okay.
I grandfathered through ultralight. What do you think of those sails?
I think it's pretty.
I made them myself.
Oh, did you?
Yep. Yes, I
How
do.
about that?
So tell me about your first weed hopper.
It was a 2-axis, and it had a Chody engine on it.
Oh
Just
my.
a little, yeah, just a little, like I think it was a 1-cylinder. I don't
Yeah.
even remember. It's just a little tiny small engine.
So the factory was in Mississippi, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you know anybody else in the industry back then?
No, I didn't. I didn't. It was only weed hopper I ever even saw was that one.
Well,
And the only other person I knew that had a plane like that was a guy named Peter that built a plane like that.
sure. Can you see that? It's in pretty small print on the very, very back of the tail. It says "Born to Fly, Forced to Work." That was John Choda's one of his favorite phrases. He put that on most of his posters.
Yeah.
So I built this plane for the 45th anniversary.
Yeah.
They started it back in 97 or 80,
78.
78 in 78. Yeah, it's been a
back
long.
in the 80s when I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live over in Michigan, and sewing sales is what I do for a living.
Uh-huh.
I've got about 23 different models, patterns that I make sales sets for. So I specialize a lot in T-birds and all the Rands design. Back 25 years ago, when you were just starting to learn to fly, I was going to Sun and Fun, and I met all the guys from the factory. They would bring their planes down every year and raise a ruckus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we interviewed a gentleman that was an announcer for Sun and Fun.
Oh,
for
you?
Paramotor.
Yes.
This past winter.
Okay.
Yeah. Paul.
Yeah,
Yes.
Paul,
Yep.
exactly. We know Paul. It's a small industry, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we've been volunteering with Paul for several years.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks like a nice place to go.
I've got to hand it to all the volunteers here.
I'm
Been a volunteer, Son of Fun and Oshkosh. It was the basis for most of my aviation education, just being here every year and doing all of that.
Yep.
for the interruption.
Yeah.
During the
We should all stand, right? They're doing the
Yep.
national anthem for the fireworks.
Take it over.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
I'll show you the skydivers if you guys can see them. I don't know. All right. Let's fly. Thank you very much. I want to come back over and talk to you in a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. Where did Steve go now?
I don't know where he went. Steve, where are you?
Wendy's still there. Okay, good. I'm going to try to go over and find somebody from our EAA chapter that we
All
can
right.
interview. Okay, people are starting to
Yeah, they're going to have a
pile in
fireworks
here,
show.
so I'm going to try to get out of their way so they don't run me over.
Yeah, they're going
And
to
I
have a
don't run
fireworks
anybody.
show in a little bit.
Yeah,
I think
so stick
everybody's
around
moving
if you
toward
can.
that. Yeah.
Yep. Hang on one second. I just got to get across one little lane here. And another
Right.
Kit Fox owner. I don't know if he's there, though. I don't see him. Looking for Larry. I'm live on my show.
Oh, okay.
So say hi.
Hey, how are you?
These are my EAA
I'm gonna
chapter
turn my
friends.
camera
Where is?
around.
I'm getting chased down.
I had to meet you.
Oh, I'm live right now.
Oh, what are we doing? It's YouTube.
Yes.
Hey, all. Okay, yeah, I'll be over there.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him over there. Where's Larry?
Let me just throw this out.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna find him yet too. Okay. All right, we're going back to the other plane with the water things. The other guy from Idaho.
Oh, I'm muted. Hey, Jade, I got some big news.
What?
This is like breaking news.
Yeah.
Bonnie Frams just like friended me on Facebook.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get to see all my selfies.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Bonnie, don't do it. All right, so he had to go throw something out, but I'm going to just try to show you the plane that this guy is going to fly, that flies, and he's a friend of the one that was just on that you guys were all drooling over with his tan lines. So
Can you see my pictures from my camera?
Yep.
Hey, speaking of hot guys, where's Jordan Honeyman?
Jordan's, I don't know, Jordan, because he met me, now he probably didn't want to come over. All right, so who the heck are you?
I'm Joe.
And dang, he's tall.
Joe.
I'm really no one but a Kit Fox flyer.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So,
but you got to give me some of your background too if we're going to
yep.
do this.
So my name is Jade, and I go by Flying Flamingo. And it started out, this show was started out as girls just want to fly, but after a year, it got kind of hard finding girls. So I opened it up, and these guys didn't like that I opened it up to guys also. Okay. And I wanted to open it up just to everybody. So we are at EAA, and I just wanted to try to find a bunch of pilots. Yeah. And saw your friends sitting here, and I know Michelle.
Okay.
So
through paramotoring.
Yeah, through paramotoring.
Yeah. I used to do a little bit of paramotoring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sort of took over, but
yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So my husband just bought a Cherokee, and a hangar with a Cherokee in it, and he's learning private, and I just went through my sport pilot, but I still have to take my test.
Okay. That would be good going through it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Well,
hoping
and
one day to get.
pilot here shortly, you're going to be able to fly turbines. So I know nothing about that.
So you're from Idaho also?
Yeah, so originally from the East Coast, but
Okay.
we flew, my fiance and I traveled to Idaho, liked it a lot, started going out there more and more, and realized at some point we were like, what are we doing? We should just be living out here. And so as of about a year and a half ago, we moved full time.
Awesome. So your wife flies with you?
Sometimes. I try to get her out as much as I possibly can. But yeah, not as much as I'd like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she scared?
She used to fly a lot more with me, but now I think it's just she's got other things, and this isn't her kind of priority.
Okay.
But we'll go camping. So I mean, in the backcountry, we'll go play and camp some more. So, but she likes the floats as well.
So why did you come here in floats?
Yeah, so I've flown one season on floats, and part of my mission with the Kit Fox was being able to do all these things. Like I wanted something that I could go eventually on skis, be on bush wheels, do floats as well. And so it was kind of, I hadn't been on floats for about, say, a year since I had last flown them. And it was just about time. I kind of wanted to go back on floats and lined up with Oshkosh, thought it'd be kind of novel. There's a lot of lakes out here, and
Nice.
here I am.
Awesome. When did you get your pilot license?
My pilot's license I got, I don't know if you want me to look at the camera or you, but
No, you. It's all right.
Yeah, so I got my license in 2005 when I was in high school.
Okay.
Something I always wanted to do, and did the standard rental thing. And
Did you do sport or private?
Private.
Oh, wow.
Private. Yep.
Okay.
But then paramotored throughout all this, and then found out experimental exists and that you could build a plane. And once I figured that out, it was like game on.
So did you build this?
I did.
You did. Wow. How long
Yeah, go ahead.
How long did it take you?
About 10 months.
Really?
Yep. So, and that's basically full time. I mean, I worked 70-hour days on this, or 70-hour weeks on this.
Wow.
And then a full time job as well. So I just did not leave the house. This is all I did.
Wow.
Yeah. Great fun playing.
So, who's that? Who is that over there?
So this is Steve. My friend's on the Kit Fox over here. Yeah, we fly together a bunch.
He said that you're just a little bit slower than he is because of the floats.
So this is about 96 miles an hour kind of as sitting here. When I'm on wheels with this current prop, I do about 150. Now, that's a pretty big spread. Generally speaking, I think you can about 10.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Any
great.
questions at all?
How many people we got on here?
There is a question. So
20.
Duckspit PPG wants to know, is there any regulation on where you can't land at coastal areas, whether it's a lake or ocean?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know all the regs. I would say that just right off the bat. But ocean, I think, is pretty open unless it's like explicitly said you can't land there. But the Seaplane Association puts out an app that will call out any lakes that are explicitly closed, so that have whatever wildlife issues or invasive species issues. So I do tend to use that app and look at least before going into places. The problem I find that is mostly the larger lakes because it's more suited for actual float planes that take up a lot more space than me. So there are a lot of little tiny lakes that are totally okay that otherwise wouldn't be mapped because no one thinks you can put a seaplane in it. So
Wow.
I'd go into a lot of those and there's just no information on them.
So what was it like flying in here?
Not too bad. I'd done this field before. We sort of do the VIP arrival over here with the ultralight field, and so knowing the pattern helps.
Yeah.
This is a different beast. This
I
is
bet.
a pretty rough strip for these, and so that's really the biggest consideration is just trying to be easy on the floats.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let you go so you can get to the fireworks because I probably figured Steve
So
went over there.
how long are you healing up for?
I've got a long way to go.
And what can I ask? What was the accident?
It was a paramotor accident.
Well, yes, I heard that, but tell me what happened. I mean, I don't want
Went
to
into
bore
a
your fans. But
right hand spiral, and we just figured it out. It was, we think, a ski line. And it cut the line and took me into a right hand spiral. Yeah, I was
scary.
above treetops, probably 100, 200 feet.
Ah,
Yeah, so my ankle's got 3 surgeries on it. I'm hoping to get this external fixator off now. August 15th, it's going to be on a Wednesday night, so I don't know if I'll be doing that show. My hip is broke here, was dislocated, it punched out the back. And this femur
so you
is
kind of landed on your feet. You kind of landed feet first.
my trike buggy, I know, saved my life.
I'm kidding.
It collapsed, took all the force, and just kind of caved in around me.
Gave you something to block it. Yeah.
And then I got a broken femur, so and a couple other internal organ stuff, but that's all good now. So
Well, you're all right. You're here. That's a good thing. Yeah. Good luck
Definitely.
healing up, and
Yep.
hope you fly again too. But
Yeah. All right, it's gonna get loud. Thank you. See you next year and maybe around this week. Okay, sounds good.
Man, I'm surprised, Jade.
I can't hear you. I'm gonna mute. Those things fly around all day long, and it's like they're kind of like
you
annoying.
can't nap during the day. You can't nap.
Wendy said that's her F-16.
All right, so I'm going to show you the picnic tables
So
now. Look at all the people
I'm really
here.
surprised. I haven't been drinking beer out of my Oshkosh 2022 mug.
Eric got one.
Didn't he get one last year?
I don't think he did. I don't know. I didn't.
Did he fly last year?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Because I announced while he was flying. And he actually called me when there was a plane down while he was up there. Are you next?
All you had to do was go to the gift shop and say you flew.
All right. So if you guys want to stick around, it's going to start to get wild.
Ooh, is there going to be gratuitous nudity?
No.
No.
So, Deweese, everybody wanted to know if Deweese was okay. I'm going to back. I don't know where Deweese went.
I'm right here.
Find her phone.
Yeah, everybody wondered if she fell over.
What?
Deweese, are you okay? Oh.
Ooh, there she is.
Still here.
Yeah.
Deweese is okay.
What?
Are you down at the charging station?
I can't hear you.
Lord have mercy.
What?
Get that out of here.
So we can't really hear the.
Now what?
Okay, those bumblebees went away.
What?
Deweese,
What?
are you okay down there?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Oh, okay. She's okay. I see her. Okay, I hear them come again.
Yep. Jade, are you frozen? Okay. Well, while she unfreezes, I'll show you my flight from last year.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
This is my flight at Oshkosh last year. While she's frozen up, I'll just show you.
I should have brought my.
Those airplanes have got me totally. I can't hear anything.
We'll do that one. Okay. So this is my flight from last year. Look at all these people. Not even really that nervous. Yeah! I'm flying at Oshkosh! Wow! Man, dude, I'm flying at Oshkosh, you guys. This is nuts. Look at all that. Wow. That's freaking crazy. Dude. Alright, the landing's gonna be hot. That should be alright. Yes! Yes, I did it. Yes! 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 Yeah, that was my flight last year there. That was pretty cool. That was like the last opportunity I actually had to fly.
That was your last flight?
That was my flight at Oshkosh last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
While you were frozen, I decided I had that queued up in case I needed
Yeah, I
it.
got kicked off. So you guys missed. What are these? The Raptors that are flying?
22s.
22s?
F-22s?
Yeah.
F-22s.
F-22 Raptors, and it was pretty cool. You missed. One was going this way, and the other one was coming this way, and like they crossed each other. That was pretty cool.
They're pretty awesome. I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so now they're gone. Let's see what else they come up with, and I'll turn the camera around. Thank you all for sticking around. F-22s, yep.
I have a feeling we're doing a lot of editing here. I catch it for 2 seconds, and next thing you know, it's gone.
Yeah.
How do you post something like that? You know?
Yeah. I zoom in and zoom out a whole bunch.
That's what I just did.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a little speck. Then you zoom in, it starts coming in better.
Yeah.
But then if you zoom in too much, it makes one little move, and you lost the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true. It is. And then because they have so much energy, if you zoom in on them too close,
I'll just show you all the people that are just packing around here. They got the idea now that I don't think this was as crowded here
So look,
last
you're
year,
on
Steve,
Jake's
was it?
show, but you're also live on Wendy Weaver's Facebook page.
I don't know. It was pretty crowded.
He's looking mighty hot tonight.
And this gentleman also flies paramotor, and he flies.
Paramotors,
I can say
paragliders out of California for the last 5 years. Been to Colombia, paragliding, Hawaii, paragliding. Oh, look at that formation.
There we go. See if you can guys see this.
I missed them.
Two with two babies, two big ones and two babies. Oh, look, it's here.
Well, if I come on the show, you're going to start losing viewers.
No,
You're going to lose me.
Right? Boy, they're dropping like flies. We're down to Dewey's now. So
what have you been doing?
I've been up in the tower over at the ultralight field. And
I saw they flew tonight.
They did.
I thought they weren't going to.
They did.
Were you late?
No, I was actually early. Well, I've been the only one that has been up in the tower talking. Tonight we had 5 of us up there talking, but they have me because I know the paramotor side of it. So the other 4 were asking questions on everything about paramotoring. So it was a lot of fun. I really enjoy coming out here and kind of giving back to the community. Tomorrow morning, I think we're going to find some volunteers to go up in the tower and talk. Jade, you can talk down on the ground and throw out shirts. We've been throwing out shirts every session. And I'm going to fly. And one of the other guys is going to be up in the booth talking. But I'm going to do a live from the air. So they want to basically talk them step by step from launch to landing and everything we see in between.
Oh, hang on. Wish I could zoom in on this. I could probably do a solo.
Yeah, so if anybody's never been to Airventure, it's only the world's largest air show. It's the world's busiest airspace this week.
It's pretty lame.
Going in and out, and that's on the main runway. And what's really nice is where the USPPA booth that we've been doing, manning this whole time. It is in between the main north-south runway and the ultralight field.
Yep.
So if we want to go to one runway and watch these things fly by us at Mach 30, we walk to the east. If we want to go to the ultralight field, we walk 2 minutes, if that, and we're at the ultralight field. So it's where we're at is actually a really nice location. It's great for Jade because she can wheel around, back and forth. Jade and I, they had storms that came through this morning, so they didn't do the paramotor flying. So Jade and I walked up to the, basically the north end of it.
Like all the merchants, exhibitors.
With Randy and Deweese and also
Justin and Wendy.
And we're just walking around, and it's kind of cool. People that recognize us from our EAH.
They're over there at the Kit Fox.
Yep. So
I got to go back over there yet.
Yeah. So
I do have to say, this is really it's a big, a lot of people and a lot of campers and a lot of planes and a lot of flying equipment, but it's very well organized.
It is.
Which
And
is
it's because
it's amazing.
And it's because of the volunteers.
Yeah, so all the volunteers. If you're out here now, if you see somebody in a red shirt, stop them, say thank you for doing this for you. Because these are the volunteers are the ones. They're all non-paid, so they're out here doing this. To make sure.
You guys are too paid. You guys get like a breakfast at the end of the week or something like that.
No, we actually bought our tickets to go to the ultralight party on Friday, and so we have to pay for those. Actually, we didn't. Jade, myself, and my daughter Savannah, we didn't have to pay because we put in our hours last year. So we used those hours to pay for our tickets for the breakfast or the dinner.
Or you can use that credit. I don't know if you can see them, but I think you can use that credit otherwise to put towards camping then, right?
Camping, or if you want to use it for a pass, you can use it for a pass. So there is benefits for doing to volunteer. I think that F-35 or whatever it was, I think that was about as loud as Wendy's paramotor after
flying over you.
Yeah, after Justin got done repacking the exhaust when she had a bad exhaust until they got the new one. So is that about how loud it was?
It was loud. It was very loud.
It was loud.
Wow.
But I'm sure that Wendy's paramotor probably had about the same much power as that thing did too.
Yeah.
So, no, but it's been a lot of fun. We've all been working the booth for the USPPA. So I think, Wendy, you're going to go flying tomorrow with me?
I am. 7 a.m. I'll be up for my second flight.
7 a.m. So I'm going to have to get up in the
Wendy,
tower.
don't crash into the podium.
I'm sorry,
I will
what?
try my best to stay away from them. I'm going to taxi in the middle of the runway for a while before I take off.
And keep your fingertips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And tell Justin to take his shirt off.
Okay, tell
There you
Justin
go.
to put his shirt on. Just for you, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another subscriber.
Skin cells, bud.
Justin, can you come over here and tell us a little bit about your experience at EAA?
Oh, yeah.
Come over here, please.
Go ahead.
Will you take it for a little bit? So I can...
Not the one that
So we got to see a whole bunch of cool stuff. I got to hang out with Randy and Luis, and Randy and I got to go and walk around and see a whole bunch of stuff. And Scott, I think Scott Starbeck was on here earlier, probably. Him and I went on walkabout yesterday. I got to sit in a couple really cool planes that I've been looking at.
You gonna buy a plane?
Wendy and I are in the market, but we have a lot of questions to ask before we narrow down what plane we want. Right now, we're looking at a Cirrus 22. It's a little out of our price range. It's actually a lot out of our price range. But,
Hang on, hold that thought.
oh, it's going to crack. So, but yeah, we've got to see a lot of people. We actually got to run into some people from back home that work at like Cumming Engines, and some of Wendy's paramotor friends that used to fly in Jersey Shore that moved to Texas. We got to run into them and their kids today, so it's been awesome. I mean, some of the stuff that you get to see here, it's just unreal. Oh, we're gonna crack It's loud, but it's really neat. So, Steve, I was hoping you were going to be down here. You and Ange were going to come down and hang out for the week.
Nope, I'm on the West Coast now. It's too far away for me.
Yeah.
Oshkosh used to be like a 9-hour drive for me.
Yeah. Wendy and I drove 14 hours to come out to hang out with Jade and them. So it was fun.
Well, I don't care about those two. Well, except for Wheezy. I like Wheezy.
But no, we've got to see a lot of really cool stuff. Yeah, met a ton of people at Jade and Eric's fly-in. It was really cool. So it's been a great trip out here. So I'm gonna give you back. Wow, look at that. That's close to that sound barrier. Huh. Well, I'm gonna give you back to Jade, but hey, you guys all have a great night, and if you haven't ever been here, this is Wendy and I's first time being here. We definitely will be back because it's very cool. So,
hey, thank you for doing this.
All
Hey,
right.
you stay regular.
You too, bud. Stay fuzzy. The
Yeah.
beard's looking good, man.
Liar.
Hey, there's a company that does beard wax and stuff. Get hooked up with them. You could twirl that thing into all kinds of cool stuff.
Well, I put product in it. It's
Do
just
you?
that I just like look like crap all the time, no matter what I do.
You said you were going to color it last week when I talked to you. You didn't color it.
Nah, I got busy and then I got sick. I'm gonna color it tomorrow. That'll be pretty again.
Nice. All right. Well, hey, you guys have a good one. We'll talk to you later.
Toodles.
Later.
Yep.
So how many people you think are here?
Dang. All right, here they come again. We'll see if we can show you some. Oh, they're landing. Bless you. Oh, they landed. Let's see what they come up with next.
So what's really cool is these guys will be flying around, and you see them coming in from the south, and our runway runs kind of at a 45, and you'll get a glimpse of a paramotor in the foreground and them guys in the background. It's just awesome. I think these are the Corsairs that are taking off.
Joe Sibley's in here. Kramer, Bill H. Sorry if I am not able to get to your questions if you have some. I know Deweese, I think, is kind of watching a little bit. Can you tell him to keep it down? Yeah, no kidding. Especially when I'm napping during the day. We hear them in the distance.
Today? I think so.
So actually, Steve, we are, do you see the Nebraska? I don't know if you can see it. Nebraska?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, we are 2 down from them. The fifth wheel has the lights on it.
You guys have a tent and you were able to camp down there?
Yeah, we've got we're exhibitors. We've got the USPPA.org.
Wow.
And we've been giving out information on schools, and if we get people to sign up or resubscribe with the USPPA, they show us that they showed up, and Eric donated t-shirts that he made. I'm not wearing mine. He's got his volunteer shirt on right now, but Eric put in his time for making USPPA shirts for people that signed up to become members. And on the other side, we're doing Northern Lights Paramotor. So
it's so nice to be able to like be stationed there, especially if you want to fly out of that freaking thing. Like,
yeah,
I was so lucky as a beginner at my first Oshkosh experience because I literally was just told to show up. Like, I had no preparation. I didn't pay for anything. I like just showed up. I was like, where the heck am I supposed to go? And everybody was pointing me in different directions. I couldn't find parking. And then some older guy was like working in a parking lot, and I pulled in, and he's like, hey man, you can't stay here overnight. And I was like, hey, this is my first time here. I'm working for a vendor, and I just don't know what to do. And he's like, oh man, this is your first time here. Well, here, let me help you out. And he got me situated, parked, and I was able to, because I was working at tent, I got in for free all week, and then was able to just stash my stuff next to the ultralight field, enjoy my time, work a tent, enjoy the crowds, and like you couldn't ask for like a better solo experience, really.
Yeah, the one thing that we don't have here this year that, I mean, it's kind of wrecked the ultralight field is we don't have that guy running around in that little black bean costume. So everybody's
yeah.
Hey, where is that guy? We were missing him.
That was my debut of that. Like, I've pegged like 3 other fly-ins past that.
So, but making up.
No, frozen again. Wheezy, it's all on you. You got to do it to it.
Yeah.
Oh, Nope, now they're back. Ooh, now they're logging off.
Oh, we lost him again.
Okay, so queued up some more stuff just in case they went. So they do have actually paramotor, like what do you call it? Formation flying team, Arrhythmia. They perform at Oshkosh. Did you watch them at all, Wheezy?
Yeah, I've watched them twice. They were pretty good.
Nice.
Too. Yeah.
So if you haven't seen them, I actually was doing a lot of filming of them last year. So I'm going to cue that up while Jade's figuring her stuff out. We'll do that.
Brian, you have to volunteer once you get here. You have to volunteer. You come to the Red Barn and volunteer. Yeah, I liked watching them. Last night it got kind of windy, and they still performed quite well, even in the wind.
Okay. Now, that was a little bit of them.
Yeah. And they had
I don't think I had the sound on that one.
goal competitions. Those were pretty entertaining.
I wonder what else I've got on here. Ooh, I found the supercut of last year's show.
A what?
A supercut of last year's show. Maybe I'll get the audio right this time.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then the paramotors flew. Of course, all the paramotors flew.
Hey everybody, Karen from EAA, and we sorry you're not.
I know.
Yeah, show yeah, you betcha.
Hey everybody, Karen from EAA, and
Now, you know that is what is that?
Charlie's Angels here.
Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Why does your toothbrush taste weird?
My toothbrush doesn't taste weird.
kind of coming up here behind. So
I like the sound of that. Boring. PBG's better. Literal squirrel suit.
Louise.
Yeah, if it gets any more exciting, it'll be like a funeral.
other
I picked a bad week to stop sticking blue. He is aroused. Well, somebody's been hitting the sauce. That's what they used to call me in high school. What? The bush dog.
The bush dog, huh?
You're still blocking the adult dating site. I need to write it down.
You better write it down. Stanley. We got more dating.
The heck?
You're up in your tab. Make me a profile. Put a picture of Mike Robbins.
What you talking about, Willis?
can't.
You know, you got a point because it's so long and boring. Even the trees freaking walk in the movie.
Okay, enough of that.
That was a good show last year.
Is that? Yeah, it was.
Last year.
We went on. We were like running that for like 3 hours last year. I remember.
Yeah.
That was super fun. You know what happened to Jade?
I don't know what happened to her. It looks like she's sitting over there watching the show. What time is
Okay. Well, it is. Well, it'd be 8:40 your time.
We've been live for an hour and 40 minutes.
All right, I'll share one more thing, and then if Jade's not back on, we can talk or call it.
Keep
So,
entertaining and let me go check and see what she wants to do. Let me see if she's coming back on. Okay.
so last year
Be entertaining.
I borrowed an and I'm gonna mute Wheezy here. And I went around and just harassed all these people. It was like more fun than actually like flying there.
Oh, it's hot. Sweat's running down the crack of my shirt like my hand. This is funny.
Oh my God! Thank you. I can feel the battery going.
Okay, see Jade back there. What's going on?
Here we go.
I got kicked out of my internet, so I couldn't come on. So I'm back on Wheezy's now.
No. Oh man.
So the arrow shell is going up now, and they're flying around. See if Deweese can turn it around and show you guys. They're coming back. Sounds like they're landing now.
Can you see it?
They're quite a ways away now.
See the smoke trail.
I think they're coming this way.
Here they come.
Yeah, they're coming this way.
It's so cloudy up there now.
Yeah.
I can see the Eye of Sauron in the background.
What, Steve?
I can see the Eye of Sauron in the background.
Oh, here they come back. Hang on 1 second. Hang on, they're coming back through. Oh, that was pretty good.
Close up. This blur.
Let's do a close up of Jade's foot.
Oh, sorry. Hang on, we're stuck in cords. All right. Well, it's kind of hard to see from here, so you good with cutting it tonight? Saying goodnight?
Yeah.
Just too hard to see. But I appreciate everybody coming on. Hang on. Let me look at who we got next week. Why do I look like I got black eyes? Jesus.
Who we got?
Next week, Heather White. She's a new PPC pilot that was trained by Melinda Bliss. So that is our next week guest.
Cool.
So I got no outro because I'm on Deweese's, oh gosh. Yeah, on vacation, no internet. So thank you all for joining tonight. Sorry the stuff was kind of choppy, and I hope you enjoyed me driving around and bouncing around, and that's kind of cool. Holy crap. It just... They got it so smoky that you can't see them, but they got the lights on. Anyway, so have a good night and stay safe, everybody. Love you all. Bye.
Toodles. Yeah. If we don't see you on there, we'll see you in there.
But not me.
Hey,
Night, everybody.
now. Bye.
Louise?
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Wheezy. Wheezy.
Good night, Steve.
We need
Have
you.
a good night, everyone.
Don't you? Wheezy. Come on now, little girl. Ah. Nothing. I'm just cat calling Wheezy. You can end the broadcast.
What?
Nothing.
It's too hard to hear on her.
Oh my goodness.
Computer's huge. Good night. Bye.
Toodles.